What goes on, people? Welcome to Den Night, and today we have kind of an impromptu. I'm pushing other videos back to do this because it just came in. I was not expecting it, and to be honest, I kind of forgot all about it because it feels like it was forever ago that they launched the pre-orders for this. But it's the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension project. The Dino Megazord, of course, but it's the special edition one, the black and gold version. I know there's a lot of hurt feelings, or not hurt feelings, but feelings in general about this one. It launched with an NFT and everything, blah blah blah. We're not here about that. We're here about the toy. So let's leave that aside and do a quick once around of the box. I'm going to try and set this up a little different, where I normally just flash to out of the box. I'm going to try and set something up to kind of do this, an actual unboxing video, which I rarely do. But so a quick look at the Zords. See, they all of course got the different color motif going on. A little bit of red accent with the gold and blue. Backside, just some more close-ups. Actually, this is showing you that the cockpits of each open up, which I think is kind of cool. And then I'm assuming these are separate. Those are built-in cockpit Rangers, but I'm assuming these are separate little Ranger figure, non-posable Ranger figures you can pose with the Zord. I don't know. I guess this is exactly like the regular Zord Ascension Project one, but I don't know. I didn't buy that. If you watch my channel, I already have the Sola Chigokin one, so I didn't really see a need to buy the Legacy one. Not Legacy, Lightning Collection. But we'll kind of compare those two, even though they're not a direct apples to apples comparison. I've heard a lot of people say and show pictures of problems they've had with the regular version of this, so we'll see if that carried over or not. I don't know, but so that's the once around of the box. So with that said, let me get all the tape cut and we'll do try to do an actual unboxing. Alright, so I got all the preliminary tape cut, so we'll see how this goes. Of course, pull the sleeve off first. Just had all the artwork, the little digital bits of the Megazord's helmet. Nice graphic of the helmet. Let's see, they put a lot of detail actually into it. And actually, I didn't even think to mention, this is the first that I've owned anyway of something with Hasbro's plastic-free packaging. I mean, I guess obviously if you had the regular Megazord of this, you already have it, but as far as I'm concerned, and I'm looking at my figures, yeah, this is the first of the plastic-free that I've had. And we're back. As you can see, that's why I don't like doing it this way. It's really hard to do one-handed, but you got the wiggle and shake cover. And here we got a nice little visual, all the power coins, Ranger helmets. Just kind of, I think this is like inspired by the cockpit kind of thing, but I'm assuming each Zord then is behind their corresponding things. I have to be truthful, I haven't watched a single review video of the regular Zord Ascension Megazord, so this is all new to me. Let's get that up first, which should be the Tyrannosaurus. And I guess, just as a side note, I think they're using the same interior stuff from the regular release because the coins are still the colors they should be. Neat little bag. It actually has the Zord. I think that's, yeah, Zord, the symbol. The Zord Ascension Project on the bag. That's kind of neat. I'm going to say right off the bat, This is having the Solachikokin one. This is a lot different. This is very light. It feels kind of cheap. Very light. But get this cover off. Of course, they're all in the bags. So this should be difficult. Yeah, oh my god, saber-toothed tiger. Again, very light and already sort of in the leg formation. And I know I said what I was going to do, but I imagine this crinkling of bags is really irritating, so let me do a quick cut and get them all out. So here we got them all out of that annoying plastic. I don't know about the people listening, but I was not enjoying that. Maybe that's some ASMR shit for some people, but that was annoying even to me, not through the filter of a camera. So take a quick look. Actually, the pterodactyl and then all the stuff, the little rangers and the extra accessories minus the sword, were all packaged in the same section as the pterodactyl, just because it takes up no room. But I thought that was something to note. And I'll say again, the quality is like night and day between these and the Solachikokin. These are like maybe one step above an actual kid's toy, which, I mean, it is a kid's toy, sort of, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not even close. And I want to cover these quick. I mean, I don't really know how to tell who's who. I guess you'd have to look at how they were posed in a picture or something to figure out who's supposed to be who, but there's not really enough detail in these. And this one especially, there's like no detail. It barely looks like a ranger. Looks more like a spaceman, to be honest, but anyway. I think it was mentioned that these are actually supposed to be in scale with the Zords, though. Like a 1-for-1 scale of how big a ranger would be to the actual Zord. I don't know if that's true. I don't recall where I heard that, if that was directly from Hasbro or not, but that's what I remember. Like I said, of course, we got the sword, which is also colored different from how it normally is. It's gold and black, just like the Zords, as opposed to the silver and goldish accent. Got the cannons. Swappable hands, I assume. I assume that the fists are inside the mastodon like normal. And these are swappable hands. I don't know. We'll find that out later. But we'll take a look at the pterodactyl first. As usual, not much to it. A little bit of opposable neck. The wings, of course. The tail moves a little bit, which I think is actually a step up from the Solachikokin one, because that one does not do that. So that's different. That's 1 point for this one, but I also don't remember if that even happened in the show. T-Rex. I could play with it a little bit more, but I just, the stance doesn't look quite right to me. It's hard to get him to balance. He has no weight to balance him. But it's got the opposable jaw. The hands, of course. Arms. And the legs. Not really anything in the tail. Just the connecting. Basically, yeah, a little bit there. I don't even know if that's intentional. The tail does no movement. The Triceratops, I have to say, really disappointed me, unless I'm doing something wrong. He's got the mouth that barely moves. And as far as I can tell, when he's in Triceratops mode, the shoulders, I guess they'd be, don't come out. Maybe I'm just not doing it right, but he's basically this, and then he folds up into a leg. And the tail cannon thing does not rotate either, so it's like either pointing straight back like that, or, you know, firing straight up into the air until it's right over his head. I don't know. And the horns don't remove, which that was kind of a bonus when I reviewed the SOC one, but not much to him. Just racking up the negative points here. Basically no movement at all in the trunk on a freaking elephant. No neck movement. So that's a paperweight. And the saber-toothed tiger. Can't really fault it on this one because that's how the SOC one is too, with the tail, but it is what it is. A little more posability. Oops. A little more posability arm-wise, I guess. Arms on a tiger. A little more posability, but not much. Neck moves, of course, because it really has to transform. This one actually has neck rotation, which I don't think. No, Triceratops does too. I stand corrected. Jaw. And that's about it. Not much to him. Very limited posability. But let me do a quick cut actually, because I'm just remembering about the cockpits. So, one sec. And cut back, take a quick look at the cockpits. So, pterodactyl, of course, is in the head. It's kind of like the little figures. Can't really even tell that it's the Pink Ranger. I mean, besides that it's the color, but not the color, but just no little form to the shape. It's a neat gimmick, but it looks better on the box. The Red Ranger actually looks like he didn't get paint right, or enough paint if you look. Kind of looks like primer, especially around his helmet. So he didn't finish getting painted. Triceratops. Honestly, that one looks more like it could be Tommy. Just the way the diamonds are. It kind of looks like the dragon shield a little bit. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. This one looks the same actually. Doesn't that look like a dragon shield? Like, really? Am I imagining that? And that one actually is the only one that looks sort of like the regular Ranger outfit, and I'm being wishful, but it almost even looks like the Yellow Ranger helmet. So really, Tringy is the only one that got any love in this. But with that gimmick out of the way, let me do a quick cut and see if I can get this in tank mode.
I just got a new coat still. Okay. Got a little brand new feel. Not so fast, switchblade, cut your car wheel. I'm on top, self-made, I'm the real deal. Yeah. Switchblade, 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 switchblade. I'ma take your rape, no cap. Trying to my night get glad. I'm tapped in, bulletproof vest, no strap. Don't test me, cut do quick, that's fast, yeah. Switchblade, 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 switchblade. Yeah, switchblade, switchblade. I cut so deep you need first aid. Don't try and run if you know you can't get away. Still having fun and it feel like my birthday. Wanna slow down, yeah. Blood everywhere, it's a showdown, yeah. Always on top, never go down, yeah. Doing this is all I know now. Switchblade, 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 switchblade.
I've got a cold steel, okay. I've got a cold steel, okay.
And here we got him in tank mode. Some of the, I don't know how to say this, the lack of paint app is definitely becoming apparent as you transform it. And there's just a lot of dumb shit that, like, even the 90s Megazord didn't have. Like, I don't remember it just having disposable mastodon parts you just get rid of. Legs don't really look right to me. I don't know. I don't even think they're sitting. No, the wheels aren't even. Like, I didn't. This is my fault because I didn't set it up right, but it looks okay. But I wouldn't call this premium by any stretch of the imagination, for sure. Like, some things they hit out of the park, like the pterodactyl underbelly there. It looks really good with that gold and kind of like honeycombish style, but then other shit like this just looks cheap and generic. I don't know, and then they just, it's not consistent. And every time I touch it, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, to be honest. It just feels cheap. We'll do a quick once around and we'll set it up in true Megazord form, and I guess we can compare it to the Soul Chigoken, but I don't even think this is a fair fight. Anyway, let's try to transform again without breaking him.
I just got a new cold steel.
Okay.
Got a little brand new feel. Not so fast, switchblade, cut your car wheel. I'm on top, self-made, I'm the real deal, yeah. Switchblade, 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 switchblade. I'ma take your rape, no cap. Trying to my night get glad. I'm tapped in, bulletproof vest, no strap. Don't test me, cut through quick, that's fast, yeah. Switchblade, 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 switchblade. Yeah, switchblade, switchblade. I cut so deep you need first aid. Don't try and run if you know you can't get away. Still having fun and it feel like my birthday. Wanna slow down, yeah. Blood everywhere, it's a showdown, yeah. Always on top, never go down, yeah. Doing this is all I know now. Switchblade, 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 switchblade.
And here we got him transformed finally into the Megazord, of course. I don't know if I'm stupid or this is defective or what. Like, I can't get the legs at the knee to kind of line up together. And then because of that, he's always kind of like trying to lean to the one side. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like the saber-toothed tiger leg is a little bit shorter than the triceratops leg, and he's trying to lean. I don't know. It might just be something I'm doing. I'm looking at this again. It definitely looks like the trunk's supposed to move, but it doesn't. At least mine doesn't. So I don't know what's up with that. And this is like, I don't understand this either. Like, to put the tail where it's supposed to belong in Megazord form, you actually have to take it apart and then reattach it up here rather than just a folding tail that connects like every Megazord toy I've ever owned. I can't seem to get the feet in the right place. I don't know. I know this entire video has pretty much been negative, but I guess I'm just kind of, even though I forgot all about getting this, I'm just kind of disappointed. But I mean, that's the reality of this channel. I'm not always going to be overly positive about collectibles I have. I'm going to be honest, and if I'm honest, this isn't worth it. Oh, which reminds me, I'll have to get this stupid tail out of the way, which I'm going to break it, but anyway, there's a spot inside, which I guess it doesn't really matter because it's covered, but on the inside of the Mastodon leg, there's like, it looks like the mold wasn't taken correctly. I don't know what's up with that. This looks like it's from a model, and it wasn't, you know, trimmed off. I know that's kind of like part of casting toys, but just sloppy work. The helmet, the sides fold in, and like this one doesn't look like it wants to close all the way. I mean, I can pick this thing apart all day. It sucks. It sucks that I can do that, that's what I mean. But it does suck. I guess the positive things, like I said, I like this grill kind of looking thing. I like the color scheme, other than the spots where there's like lacking detail. I like the translucent shoulder guard things. It's kind of cool. I like the different sword color scheme. The Mastodon head and shield doesn't look that awful, other than the lack of opposable trunk, which is kind of weird. So, I don't know. I have the SOC down here. Of course, he's taller. He's supposedly in a scale, and these are in scale with him. I don't really think that matters, because who the hell is going to see these little things posed on the ground next to that? I sure wouldn't. Let's get some quick measurements in case anybody asks, because usually someone does ask. So he is just right around a foot tall, whereas the Soul Jigoken one, a little under 11. But this one also weighs easily 2 to 3 times more than this one does. This weighs nothing. I can't really emphasize that through video, but it doesn't weigh anything. So, with that said, let's get him in the showcase with everyone else. And just a quick aside before we go to the showcase, I didn't even notice this artwork on the inside of the lid, but I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, since I usually throw away boxes. This might not be any different, but I just thought that was cool, and I would note it as another positive. So, to the showcase. And here we go, I'm in the showcase. To be honest, I don't know how long he's going to stay in here. I'm not even really sure what I'm going to do with him. Right now, I'm just really disappointed with this piece. But it is what it is. Everything can't be a winner. I do have the Astro Megazord on pre-order too. That's one of my all-time favorite Zords, and I'm really debating just canceling it if this is any indication of what I'm gonna get. I'm hoping they learned from their mistakes. I don't know, I haven't seen anything on the Dragon Zord that they did. I don't even know if that's out, to be honest. I haven't been following the Zord Ascension project like at all, other than this. and I forgot about this. But we'll see. For now, he can stay next to these two superior pieces, but he's taking up a lot of room that could be used for something better. So, let's end this negativity. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't turn anybody away. I promise all my videos aren't like this. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Share this with anybody you know who's into Power Rangers or collecting in general. And as always, keep collecting. Bye.